Hello, it's Oleg from VanTourist YouTube channel about van conversions and travel. Couple of years ago I made this camper van from Mercedes Sprinter cargo van. I film full tour review and publish it on this video of this full conversion, and if you didn't watch that, you can do that by clicking link on the corner. And now, after 2.5 years after this review and conversion, I want to show you the changes that I made during this time, because all people who convert themselves their vans know that it's not ending process. You couldn't finish that because you always want to add some changes, make new features and add something there and here. So now I will show what I did with this van conversion, what I add and change during these 2.5 years of travels and using this van, and I will show you all the changes in this one video. Let's go. Only one change I made outside my van. It's this additional small lights that lights up all the area near the van and a little on the sides, that helps me to find camping spots at night time. It's not very big deal, but it helps a little, and of course I want to change this light to something more substantial that will light up a bigger area, but for now it's all I have and it's something. Looking at changes inside, we will start from the cabin area. Here you can see the new temperature and moisture meter, and leave a like for -2 degrees filming. And the most important change here is a new multimedia device based on Android, and yeah, it's very nice to have it here with navigation and all the music we want. It's very convenient, placed on the top of the control panel in the van, and so it's very clearly visible and nice to use on the road without putting a lot of devices blocking view here. Also, I add this storage box with a lid. Before that it was an open area where I put some stuff, papers, wires and all that. Looks not very great, but now even if I put a lot of things there, I can close it and it looks very neatly and perfect. And here we have a new road trip computer that reads data from the van computer system, and it shows fuel consumption, time on the road, and kilometers, miles, whatever, a lot of data, because my van computer is very primitive, shows nothing, so it's very nice to have this device to read the data, temperature, and fuel consumption is the most important thing on the road when you drive a lot. One more important change in the cabin area was relocation of air diesel heater control panel, which was there near the wheel, and it was not very convenient to use, and now it's located there near the sliding door in the living area of the camper van. So it's just more reasonable to have it here, because here is the place where need to be controlled, and also it has a thermal sensor there, and it can control automatically heating of the living area, so it's more logical to have it there in the living area. And the last important addition in the cabin area was building of this giant shelf on top of the passenger and driver seats. It can store all my bedding, sheets, pillows, whatever we need to put here, or if not, you can store our camping gear, backpacks like table, hammocks, lights, all we need to store there. It's an open area, very inconvenient to use during the travel. I made it myself from plywood, so it was not very hard, and I'm very happy with this result. Also, it has these hooks to hold curtains, and yeah, it looks pretty nice, and I like how it works. Oh, and also about hammock, I tried to use it. It's pretty small bag, but it turns to be a pretty big hammock, and I use it. It works pretty great and just give you more options to rest in the wild and enjoy your time. I also add more USB and cigarette light chargers there in the front area with the couch and this swivel table. So it's very important because I work here with my laptop and it's very convenient to use it with the charger, and also I can charge my phones here, tablets or whatever. And yeah, it's very important to have a lot of USB chargers all around your camper van. One of the most important additions to my travel was this mosquito net installation. It's a magnetic net, and the biggest one I could find around, it's 140 centimeters, almost covers all the sliding door area. There I will install something there too eventually, and it's actually my second mosquito net because the first one I installed too close to the sliding door part, and with this piece when sliding door closing it's ripped my first mosquito net, and now I install the second one a little bit on the side here, further to the living area, and now it's working great, so no problem here anymore. And yeah, it's a very nice addition to the living on the wild. And also I want to remind you that most of the items, products and equipment I show you in my videos you can find in my van life, van conversion, product selection special list that I made on my website vantourist.com/shop, where you can find more than 200 items I selected for van conversion from Chinese store AliExpress with worldwide shipping, and I collect a lot of links and products that I use or other van builders use for their conversions, put them on different sections for your easy find. So go there, a link will be in the description of this video, and find your items or inspiration for your van conversions. This mosquito net you also could find on the product list I made on the website. One of the coolest entertainment feature in my van became this small portable projector that works on the batteries or from USB and can show movies with Android system from SD cards, HDMI or whatever, and with this roll screen that's actually just a roll from IKEA curtain, I can watch movies or YouTube or whatever, and it makes a pretty good screen from this 1.5 meter maybe distance, about 45 inch screen with pretty good quality and very crisp. And with this addition we can watch movies or TV shows on rainy days with bad weather, or maybe during the dinner if you want to relax with this big screen. And this is very nice addition to entertainment system in every van conversion. Link to this projector also you can find in my product list for van conversion on my website. That's how it looks, very compact and sleek, and it's not an ad. I paid my money for this device and I use it all the time. So it has a micro SD slot and USB charging port, headphones jack, or you can play sound by Bluetooth, and HDMI input. So it's very convenient to use, and it has a focus ring for fast settings, and it has internal battery that can work for about 1.5 hours, or you can connect it to power bank and work for whichever time you need actually. And it also has a internal speaker that can produce a little bits of sound too, and this remote with all the main buttons, pretty nice too. So maybe if you want additional video about this projector, leave me a comment. If you want that, maybe I will do. And now we are moving to the kitchen area, where you'll find more awesome changes and features, and one of them is this table leaf additional working area that works like that, and it's very sturdy, very straight, and very nice looking, from bamboo, from IKEA actually chopping board. And yeah, it's just very helpful to use while cooking. Also helpful while cooking is a new light system for the kitchen. We'll find button there, and if we press it, this light turns on. Actually, these lamps you could find on my products page on the website vantourist.com/shop, and you can see they are very helpful to the working area in the kitchen to prepare food at any light conditions. And one of the most important changes is this drawer locks that I made that prevents drawers from opening while I'm driving. I tested for many hours, many kilometers, many countries, and they still works great, preventing the drawers from opening. And actually the same locking mechanism I have on my couch drawers. They work the same, just locking there and preventing all my drawers from opening. Works great. And few small extra changes in the kitchen. This paper towel holder, it just glue it there on the stickers is included, and it can hold like paper towels or whatever you need. And also this holder of some sponges and brushes for dishes, and it's very nice to have it there and not somewhere in the working area, because working area is very small, so this small helpful storing devices is very useful in van life situations. But the most important change I made in my kitchen area was my fridge replacement. I had an absorption Dometic fridge, but because I'm not using gas, LPG or propane or something in my van, I run it from electrical system 12 volt, and it eats a ton of power and not working so great from electricity, so I not recommend that. So I changed it to this Hansa just AC small fridge, very cheap, like $100 maybe cheap, and I run it from a small inverter from my 12 volt power to get AC power for this fridge, and it works great, just for a couple of years for now, no problem. And it's not so much power that the last fridge I had, and because it's smaller I also made this drawer under the fridge, so have extra space there too. A very nice addition to my camping life was a barbecue grill, actually two grills, one very small and super compact that I use when I travel alone with my dog, and one bigger that we use when I travel with my two friends or with my girlfriend. And with this addition we really changed our perspective about cooking on the wild, because with grills and charcoal it's super easy to make something very fast in the evening, and basically every other day we cook something on the grill. While we're driving, this grill usually sits there on the back between the beds, and when we're staying camping it just goes outside and stays there. For starting my fireplaces and grills I use this adapter, very convenient for touristic propane butane cans, and it's very easy to start fires with this adapter, and I will leave a link to it also in my products selection on my website. And we are moving to the shower cabin slash toilet cabin, and it's not many changes there, it's still working great. Mirror working nicely and all the shelves. The new additions there is toilet paper holder, and also the main change is a new duct, and it's not important the duct itself, but what duct guards is this rubber cap for the shower drain, because when you are moving on the bad roads, some water, dirty water from siphon can splash back to the shower tray. So it's very important cap and this duck guarding it so we not lost it. One more small change for the shower cabin is this new mirror. It's a plastic mirror from IKEA, so very safe to use, and it's one of the two mirrors there. Second one is here, so it's very nicely placed there. But we also have a very important change in the shower cabin area, and it's a new ventilation system. I replaced my old one, so it's located there where I put my toilet cassette, and you can see here is a new fan that works as exhaust fan and exhausting all the smells to the outside area through this hose. And also new control panel for this ventilation placed there on my bed. One of the switch turns on and off this ventilation, and second one for my water pump, so now I can turn them on and off if I need that. One more new feature to my water system, addition to my switch for the pump, is water inlet that I install on the back side of my van that goes to my big water tank, and now I could put water here instead of the top lid of the water tank, which is not very useful, but now it's very convenient. I just open back door and put my water hose or whatever here, and if I overflow my water tank, water just goes back from this inlet and goes through the plastic parts of the van to the front bumper and to the outside, so I have no worries about that. If we moving to the sleeping area, it's not many visible changes there. One of them is a new thermometer, and second one is actually a button to control these fairy lights. Finally, because before that I need to put some wires in the top shelf, and also this voltage stabilizer that connects to these fairy lights, so it's not over voltage situations, because it's actually my second fairy lights. I think my first one was burnt out because over voltage in my van system. Also, a lot of changes I made in my electrical system. I rearranged all the components. I put my batteries to the front of the van, leaving the big storage space at the back part with easy access from the back door. And also I installed a lot of new components for safety and for more functional use, and rearrange basically all my wiring and install the AC fuses, DC fuses, so a lot of things. I made a separate video all about that. You could find it in with the link on the corner. And also now I have a very advanced monitoring system with this wireless display that shows all the data of my electrical system, and here I can read how much energy I have left and how much I get from my solar panels or car alternator, and how much I use for every situation. So if you want that, it also have link in my product list selection that I put in the description of the video, vantourist.com/shop. You can find this device there too. And one more small addition I add to my electrical system, this timer switch. So when I turn on my inverter, I can turn on the switch and it actually turns on my water heater. So it's half an hour top you can set there, and yeah, do not forget to turn it off, so it turns off automatically there. And yeah, it's very nice to use. I could install the simple switch, but I saw this thing and think, why not? And that's all for now, all the changes and new features I wanted to show you, but it's not the end of this build, of course. I have many new ideas and new features I want to implement and add to this van conversion, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also leave a like and tell in the comments what you add to your vans after your build and what you have the best ideas for maybe my build that I need to implement and add to my van conversion to show my audience. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next videos. Bye.